Buongiorno everyone, welcome back to the Magpie Channel TV, and as you can see, I've joined the foundation, partnered with Newcastle United Foundation. Absolute honour to join the Be a Game Changer campaign. I am now a champion, the Magpie Channel are champions for this foundation, and one that I take very seriously, and mental health is very important to me, and it should be important, and awareness should be raised to everyone. Alright, there's some bad stats in this region just alone for what goes on in men's mental health, but we're going to let Thomas from the foundation talk about that, who I met earlier today at St James's Park. Yes people, welcome back to the Magpie Channel TV. I'm joined today by Thomas from the Newcastle United Foundation. Thanks for inviting us in to the stadium. As you can see, we're here today, Newcastle United Foundation, for the Be a Game Changer campaign. Thomas, tell everyone at home a little bit more about that campaign.
So the Be a Game Changer campaign was designed in 2019 to increase mental health awareness for football fans, particularly because we have a problem here in the northeast. We've actually got one of the highest suicide rates in the country, and of all suicides, 75% of which are the male population. As well, just to kind of bring it more at home, 1 in 4 of us will suffer with a mental health problem. So if I think about St James's Park on a match day, it's full of 52,000 fans. That equates to 13,000 of the 52,000 fans that attend to Newcastle United home St James's Park games. So we're trying to engage with football fans, businesses and grassroots football clubs to spread the message around the Be a Game Changer campaign, which is to increase mental health awareness, but to support people who may need it, and also to promote people getting help that they may need. It's
a real issue, especially like you've said, in the northeast amongst men, and it's something that needs to change. I think, there used to be a stigma. I think we're trying to get away from that now, aren't we? A lot more people are coming out and being open about it. I have myself, you see celebrities, footballers coming out, and what we're thinking about doing as well is going to maybe put on a little get together, if you like, where we could come into the stadium, come somewhere around Newcastle, and anyone who is struggling or just wants to have a chat can.
Absolutely, and that's the most important thing, is people talking. We all come to the match, we all sit down, we all have our different lifestyles, but there's so many similarities that we might have in terms of our lifestyles, the problems that we may have. So we all come here, we all talk about the match, but it's also about getting the conversations in terms of what's going on. In terms of getting people together, so we can do workshops around mental health, mental illness, differentiate the both, and also give people tools and tips on how to look after themselves and their loved ones, but also to give them kind of the knowledge and confidence of having a conversation with someone who you perhaps think someone's struggling. So that's a big thing, engaging with someone who you think they're struggling with their mental health, how to have that conversation. But also in terms of specific help for the individual, we've all got our different stressors. Again, that differs by our lifestyles, how we can identify stress, how we can manage stress, but also the link between stress and sleep, and how we can ultimately get a better night's sleep, so we can give support around that from Newcastle United Foundation.
So keep an eye out, people, for more things like this on the Magpie Channel. Remember, my DMs are always open on social media. If anybody wants to reach out, I'm always here for you. Thomas, thank you very much for joining me today.
Thank you very much.
So there you go. As I said in the video, the DMs are always open for anybody that wants help or wants to chat. Our DMs are always open, so please reach out. Please speak up, please talk. Don't keep things to yourself. The best way, speaking personally, is to get things off your chest. You'll feel a lot better for it. And yeah, going forward, we'll have workshops planned in the future with the club to increase mental health awareness, to put the word out there, to spread it, and we're going to invite you lot to come along to the stadium with us at some point in the near future. So stay tuned to that. In other news then, as I was going into St James's Park, and a few of the people from the foundation were talking to me about this, was the refurbishment that is currently going on inside the Platinum Club. Now, I noticed as I was walking to the Milburn reception, the skips with the carpets inside of them, and I had a smile on my face just walking past them. Not because I like skips, crisps, the crisps are alright, but these skips, I don't, you know what I mean? Carpets, don't really like them either, but I didn't like them ones. That's not what has got us going. What got me going and got me smiling was the fact that these new owners are yet again improving the club. Inside and out, they're continuing to strive for better. Little improvements like this that should have been done a long time ago are finally getting done. Now, carpets that look like they're from 1978 are finally being removed from the Platinum Club. That wasn't so platinum. It might have been platinum back in the 80s, back in the 90s, but it definitely wasn't anymore. I was in there a couple of times last season, and it's a good concept. You get your drinks at half time and whatnot. It's a nice little lounge area. The seats are good when you get to them outside. But in terms of inside there, it needed a massive touch up, and that is what is happening right now. They're changing the carpets, lick of paint as well, some fresh paint and whatnot going to go on there. They're going to totally change the look and feel of it eventually. But for now, they're trying to get things sorted for the start of the season again, the second part of the season after the World Cup. So they're wanting that touched up for December. I mean, they want it done for this week. You know, a lot of people have got Platinum Club seats for the women's game this Sunday, which we'll get onto that topic in just a minute. But they want a lot of things done over this course of the World Cup, where there's 5-6 weeks break. They're using this, again, the new owners are using this to improve the facilities for not only the players at the training ground and inside the dressing room at St James's Park for them, but for the fans, for the experience of the hard-going, paying fan is what they are looking to improve. And they're doing that now by improving the Platinum Club. We're seeing across, you know, the summer just gone there that they were improving the Gallagher. You're in there now, and the concourse got the nice banners up, the flags up, much better feel to the place, atmosphere. It just looks cleaner, smarter, and they're revamping the whole place. You know, there will be other touch-ups throughout the stadium as well from now and until December, and even more next summer, but I can't really talk on that just yet. But for now, they're doing it again. The owners are continuing to improve the surroundings of St James's Park, inside and out. There's more plans, there's bigger plans, but I can't touch on them just yet. But inside right now, the Platinum Club might actually start feeling a bit more platinum-y. That's even a word. But it'll start looking better, just like everywhere else is. Alright, it'll start looking fresher, smarter, and posher. And that's where it should be. You know, those Platinum Club tickets aren't cheap for season ticket holders, so, and in general, so, you know, it's good that they're getting a better experience, and everyone is getting a better experience, and the stadium is becoming better. It's looking more professional, it's looking the way it should do, really, shouldn't it? Like I said, this has been neglected for years. These carpets, these things that haven't been touched since Mike actually took over, they haven't been touched since the 90s, man. The 90s is where you see some of this furniture from, and it's just a joke. It's fair play to the new ones for getting in there. They've been doing more important things, but now they've got a bit of time on their hands with the World Cup break and whatnot. They can get things like this done. You've got to say thank you and respect to the owners for doing so. And leaning into the owners, which we can do today, because Saudi Arabia have beaten Argentina in the World Cup group stage in Qatar. A massive, massive upset. Arguably the biggest shock in the history of the World Cup. There were some games listed before on screen, you know, USA beating England back in the 50s, North Korea beating Italy as well back in the day, but this is right up there. I mean, Lionel Messi's last World Cup, all the stars and the shining lights were on him, he scored his penalty, Argentina are 1-0 up, Argentina have a couple of goals ruled out for offside, and then Saudi Arabia start the second half and win. I'm thinking, well, it's a matter of time before Argentina come back, the talent they've got, the players they've got, you know, they're going to come back, they'll win 3-2, they'll at least draw. Nope. And what a goal it was as well by Saudi Arabia. That winger, was it I can't remember his name, do apologise, but that winger, yeah, he's 31, he plays Al Hilal, and get him signed, get him the first Saudi player for Newcastle, because that finish was unreal. I'll take him off the bench, even though he's 31, not a good look, but hasn't got long left in the game. But I tell you what, off the bench, as an option, why not? Let's get the Saudi at St James's Park, you know what I mean, get him involved. Because that touch, that footwork, and that finish, curled into the corner, past Martinez, a top-class Premier League goalkeeper, what a goal. Everyone loves an underdog story, everyone loves a giant killing, and that one is a massive one. So respect to Saudi Arabia, they're one of the biggest upsets in World Cup history. We're all here for it, that's the magic of the World Cup, a bit of a shock there, a bit of a surprise. Anyone can beat anyone on the day, that's showing that there. And you love to see it, you love to see an upset. You know, like I say, everyone's saying, oh, Messi, how many will Messi score against Saudi Arabia? Well, he only got the one, and Saudi Arabia got the two. So respect to Saudi Arabia, that blows this group wide open now. You've got Mexico, Poland's just kicked off there, so it's a very good group, it's an interesting group, and it'll be very interesting to see how that one plays out. Can Saudi Arabia make the knockout stages of a World Cup? Well, sometimes 4 points is definitely enough, so they've got a chance. Big up Saudi Arabia, and good luck for the rest of the tournament. Now then, tonight it is Tuesday night. I will be at Newcastle United's academy to watch the women's train. Get a couple of interviews off the likes of Becky Langley, head coach, and one or two players as well, I think, ahead of this Sunday's massive game at St James's Park. The women take on Barnsley Women in the FA Women's Cup second round, 2 o'clock at St James's Park on Sunday. Sure to be a brilliant attendance again. Now, the first women's game had over 20,000 fans there. I spoke to Amanda Stevie not long ago. She was saying how they would love to smash the English record. Can we do it? Well, let's hope so. Get yourselves there. Get your Newcastle United fix by coming to St James's Park this weekend and supporting the lasses. Cheer them on to try and get a cup as well. You know, this is a cup run. We're trying to get a trophy back to the Tyneside. So if we can get the women going, like the men got going in the Carabao Cup, they're at the next round. Let's get the lasses into the next round. Come along to St James Park on Sunday. Support the girls and cheer them on. It'll be a great game. The last one was fantastic. This one should be even better. So make sure you get your tickets for that Sunday at St James's Park. And stay tuned for the video with the women's players and the manager. I'll probably release that Wednesday night, tomorrow night. So looking forward to that. Busy week, looking forward to England USC on Friday night as well at NX Newcastle. Make sure you come along to that. I'll be there for that one as well. That'll do for now. Drop your comments below what you thought of this video. Please smash the like button and subscribe to my By Channel TV. Thank you again to Newcastle United Foundation for getting me involved in the Big Game Changer campaign. It's an absolute honour. And like I said, anybody else wants to speak about their mental health, please speak out and talk to somebody. Thanks very much everyone, and I'll see you on the next one.